Hey, so we are back again with another new game called um I think it's called the Stanley something, I don't know. So I don't really know about this game, so I don't even know if it's horror game or like any what type of like puzzle game. I don't know about the game. So let's see how it works. Yeah, the game started with saying like I'm Stanley. Sometimes I don't play as Stanley, but like yeah, his job is like pressing keys. Like it says what keys to press, and then you press them, and uh, somehow there's no keys to like, there's no like commands to press today. So he's going to investigate what happened. So let's go.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Meeting room. Okay. I mean, if is are they been missing or like
No
never
matter
so?
how hard
Oh,
Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
so like they didn't show up to work, or like if they didn't show up to work, he would have noticed. So okay, meeting room. Nothing back there. Wait, that's like a hallway. What is this? Why does this door have a number? 15 and 16. Okay. Oh, two
When
doors.
Stanley came to a set of two open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Left. What if I go right? Can I go back? No. What is this? Why is it? Okay. I'm going right. I'm not listening to
This
this.
was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Okay. Who's talking to me there? I thought it's like I'm making up the story. Oh yeah, the game asked for like the real time in like real life time for me. Like what is the time for your
Wow.
but
Yes, this room. What a beautiful room. What a gorgeous, gorgeous room. Thank goodness Stanley had taken this detour on his way to the meeting room. Life without having experienced this room was now too horrible even to consider.
what? Okay, I think it's insulting, but yeah, the time they asked for the real time. I don't know if it's
Yes, really, really worth it being here in the room. A room so utterly captivating that even though all your co-workers have mysteriously vanished, here you sit looking at these chairs and some paintings. Really worth it.
yeah, the time I put in is like the real time is 6:30 to me, so PM. It
At this
doesn't show
point,
the right.
Stanley's obsession with this room bordered on creepy and
Wait,
reflected poorly on his
I'm
overall, but at
I'll
last he'd had enough of the
okay.
amazing room and took the first open door on his left to get back to business.
I'll go through there. Left door. Hmm. What if I don't? Okay, one more time. I'm not gonna listen to
Stanley
this.
was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
What? Well, my job was pressing keys. He told me press keys, not following directions. Where do I go? What if will I? Should I jump? I'm gonna follow this thing.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that
Wait,
the
what is?
story has
Okay.
been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about. Please, stop trying to make every decision by yourself. Now,
Okay,
I'm not
sorry.
asking for me, I'm asking for her.
Her.
This
Okay,
is it,
I'll.
Stanley. Your chance to redeem yourself, to put your work aside, to let her back into your life. She's been waiting.
Okay, I was gonna listen to him. Now it started like it started being creepy now. Okay, forklift, nothing. Very dark room. Oh no. Oh, something's gonna happen. So I'm gonna get jump scared. Watch. Oh, fuck me.
That's her, Stanley. You need to be the one to do this, to reach out to her. If you can truly place your faith in another, then pick up the phone.
Pick up the phone. What if I go back? No. Just pick up the phone. Huh?
Oh,
Where am I
Stanley,
talking?
is that you? Hold on, sweetie. Sorry to keep you waiting. I'm just pulling the bread out of the oven. All right.
Oh, so this is an
Okay,
apartment.
there we go. All right, now, I want you to come in and tell me all about
Your day.
Oh, you didn't get me.
Gotcha.
Nah.
Oh, come on. Did you actually think you had a loving wife?
Okay, this
They want to
guy.
commit their life to you. I'm trying
Oh
to
my
make a
god.
point here, Stanley. I'm trying to get you to see something. Come inside. Let me show you what's really going on here.
Should I? What happened if I definitely want to run. Well, let's hear him first.
This is a very sad story about the death of a man named Stanley.
Shit! Am I gonna die? Employee press. Okay, this. I'm doing my job here.
Stanley is quite a boring fellow. He has a job that demands nothing of him, and every button that he pushes is a reminder of the inconsequential nature of his existence.
What if I
Look at him
don't?
there, pushing buttons, doing exactly what he's told to do.
Okay,
Now
this
he's
thing.
pushing a button. Now he's eating lunch. Now he's going home. Now he's coming back to work.
Am I
One
gonna
might
get
even feel
killed
sorry
by
for
this
him,
thing?
except that he's chosen this life.
Okay, I'm not. I'm gonna choose not to press this. I'm gonna press everything. Oh, I can crouch. What is this? Same buttons. Okay, two buttons to crouch. Like nothing is working, so I'm gonna press that
But in
button.
his mind, in his mind he can go on fantastic adventures. From behind his desk, Stanley dreamed of wild expeditions into the unknown, fantastic discoveries of new lands. It was wonderful. And each day that he
Who
returned to
fucking
work
put a
was a reminder
couch
that none
here?
of it would ever happen to
So
him.
dumb. Just to watch TV. Where's the TV? TV.
And so he began to
What?
fantasize about his own job. First, he imagined that one day while at work, he stepped up from his desk to realize that all of his co-workers, his boss, everyone in the building
The TV
had
became
suddenly
the
vanished
clock.
off the face of the earth. The thought excited him terribly.
I'm gonna get killed, aren't I?
So he went further. He imagined that he came to two open doors and that he could go through either.
Oh my god,
At
this thing.
last, choice. It barely even mattered what lay behind each door. The mere thought that his decisions would mean something was almost too wonderful to behold.
For sex to prepare dinner.
As he wandered through this fantasy world,
What is...
he began to fill it with many possible paths and
What?
destinations. Down one path lay an enormous round room with monitors and mind controls. And down another was a yellow line that weaved in many directions. And down another was a game with a baby. And he called it the Stanley Parable.
Okay. Oh, that's the name. Stanley Parable. Tell your kid a story?
It was such a wonderful fantasy, and so in his head he relived it again, and then again, and again, over and over, wishing beyond hope that it would never end, that he might always feel this
I'm
free.
gonna get jump scared again.
Surely there's an answer down some new path, mustn't there be? Perhaps if he played just one more time.
I'm gonna play. I'm gonna press everything again. But I had to press it, I think. But it says I don't know. What?
But there is no answer. How could there possibly be? In
Hey,
reality,
this is
all
my
he's
desk
doing is
again.
pushing the same buttons he always has. Nothing has changed. The longer he spends here, the more invested he gets. The more he forgets which life is the real one. And I'm trying to tell him this. That in this world he can never be anything but an observer. That as long as he remains here, he's slowly killing himself. But he won't listen to me. He won't stop. Here, watch this. Stanley, the next time the screen asks you to push a button, do not do it.
I'm gonna press it.
You see? Can he just not hear me? How
Oh,
can I tell him in a way that he'll understand that every second he remains here, he's electing to kill himself? How can I
wait.
get him to see what I see?
Am I
How can
playing
I make him
myself
look at
now?
himself? I suppose I can't. Not in the way I want him to. But I don't make the rules. I simply play to my intended purpose, the same as Stanley. We're not so different, I suppose. I'll try once more to convey all this to him. I'm compelled to. I must. Perhaps, well, maybe this time he'll see. Maybe this time. And I tried again.
Please die.
Stanley pushed a button. And I tried again. And Stanley pushed a button. And I tried.
What? I died. Okay, let's go again, I guess. This time I ain't listening to...
All of
Wait.
his co-workers were
Should
gone.
I...
What could it mean?
Yeah, it
Stanley
means I'm
decided to
just
go
gonna
to the
skip.
meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Okay, let's listen to this guy for this time. Let's see what happens. Okay, I'll go
When
left.
Stanley came to a set of two open doors, he entered the door on his left. Yet there was not a single person here either.
Tip
Feeling a
for not
wave
getting
of
fired.
disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's
Talk
office,
less.
hoping
Oh,
he might find an answer there.
oh. Okay. I can open doors now.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
I definitely want to go down, but let's go up. Why is your boss's office? This is the boss's office? Sick. Am I gonna get...
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this, what dark secret was being
Okay,
held from
release.
him. What he could not have known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number,
Where's it?
2845. But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this.
Wait. How do I clear it? It says 2845.
Stanley just sat around twiddling his thumb. Yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to input the correct code
Ah,
by sheer
fuck.
luck. Amazing. He stepped into the newly opened passageway.
This is scary. What is this? Oh my god. I'm gonna get jump scared again. Okay. You can only press down. Okay, I thought I fucked up.
Descending deeper into the building,
I thought I
Stanley
died.
realized he felt a bit peculiar. It was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job. Why did he feel this now, when for years it had never occurred to him? This question would not go unanswered for long.
Okay.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large
Fuck,
door that read
man. Just
Mind Control Facility.
escape. Mind control facility. Hmm. Fuck, I'm going in. Mind control facility. I'll see next time I'll come up.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out?
Of course. There's only one button.
Now the monitors jumped to life, their true
Fire.
nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
What's that? What happened to that? Fired. Mind control facility.
This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly? No. He refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never. It was unthinkable. Wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world?
I'm gonna get killed. Oh,
But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy, or sad, or content. Walking, eating, working. All of it monitored and commanded from this very place.
offline.
And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he would dismantle the controls once and for all.
What is that? Dismantle controls, okay. System power. Dismantle, okay. So turn off. What
Blackness
does... Oh,
and a rising chill of uncertainty. Was it over? Yes. He had won. He
Go on.
had defeated the machine, unshackled himself from someone else's command. Freedom was mere moments away. And yet, even as the immense door slowly opened, Stanley reflected on how many puzzles still lay unsolved.
oh
Where
no.
had his co-workers gone? How had he been freed
You
from
can
the
see the sky.
machine's grasp? What other mysteries did this strange building hold? But as sunlight streamed into the chamber, he realized none of this mattered to him, for it was not knowledge or even power that he had been seeking, but happiness. Perhaps his goal had not been to understand, but to let go. No longer would anyone tell him where to go, what to do, or how to feel. Whatever life he lives, it will be his.
It's a beautiful
And that was
place.
all he needed to know. It was perhaps the only thing worth knowing. Stanley stepped through the open door.
I feel like I'm getting
Stanley
played
felt the cool breeze upon his skin, the
again.
feeling of liberation,
I thought
the
this
immense possibility of the
thing
new
talking in my
path
head is the
before
mind
him.
control thing.
This was exactly the
Maybe
way,
is it?
right now, that things were meant to happen.
It said
And
like it didn't
Stanley
talk.
was happy.
I was happy. I made it out. That's what they meant. But what happened to the beat the game? Did I actually beat the game though? Did I actually beat the game? But what happened to the co-workers? Okay, you know what? That's for a new video. So for now, we escaped on a selfish way, I guess, because we don't know what happened to the others. Maybe they escaped without me. I I don't know. So yeah, like and subscribe for more, and let me know in the comments what did I miss and what do I have to do. Thank you.